What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you live with Bournemouth versus Chelsea and Sociedad versus Real Madrid. I know right now I have Bournemouth versus Chelsea up, but we're going to start with Sociedad versus Madrid. I was just waiting for my files to upload. Just so you guys know, this is the starting 11 I grabbed off of Sociedad's Twitter. So this is going to be the most accurate formation, but this doesn't tell us a whole lot without the names under it. So I have the formation that they put up on FotMob, which is inaccurate, but has player names under it. So it'll be easier to know who I'm talking about looking at this as opposed to looking at this. But this will be the more accurate formation. It'll be Sadiq up top with Kubo next to him. And we have Becker playing over on the right. And we have Gomes playing on the left with Zubamendi and Sucic in the middle, playing a little bit further back. Back line is pretty much all the same. So just wanted to clarify that before we jumped into talking about anything. Look, a little bit of a rotation here from Real Madrid. I'm not super worried. I would say that my biggest concern, yes, this is Madrid's lineup. This is 100%. Oh, that is Bournemouth's lineup. Thank you. Give me 1 second. I will fix it. I apologize. That is on me. But anyway, I know Madrid's lineup. I have it over here. And I can fix this while I continue to talk. But look, I'm all over Madrid team total over 1.5. I saw it at minus 106. I liked it at minus 110 earlier this week. I like it even more at minus 106. I doubled down. I bought some early in the week, and I am going to continue to buy up the other half of the unit. I already did buy up the other half of to win another half of a unit. So that's where I'm at with this Madrid game. Give me 1 second here. I am trying to get the right lineup in here for Madrid. Found it. Okay. Give me a second. It's this one. But other than, Guler's starting, and Brahim Diaz starting for Rodrigo, this Madrid lineup is relatively unchanged. Our back line of Mendy on the left, Rudiger, Militao, and Danny Carvajal is all our best starting 11. All right, yes, replace, thank you. Sorry, while I finish doing my Photoshop bullshit real quick. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now I got the right Madrid lineup. Thank you for the comment there. William Deal staring at Fetty 2 shots in the first at plus 750. Gun, you can do it. I think it is a little bit of a long shot. I love Fetty's shot on target. It's plus 200 over on FanDuel. I think that's an absolutely disrespectful number. Madrid team total over, minus 105 on DK right now. I grabbed this kind of like right as Madrid dropped their lineup. I saw who Madrid was playing. I got their official lineup from Twitter. So that minus 105 number, 1 cent better. Every cent does matter. go and find your best price. Take Madrid team total over 1.5. I absolutely love that play. If you can find it, I couldn't find it anywhere, and I looked high and low. If you can find Militao just to take a single shot, he has been shooting a lot recently, and he's been getting in good position. I really like Rudiger for a shot, but I'm not super hyped to pay minus 135 to do it. I might be getting a little greedy. That makes a really nice parlay piece. If you want to put it with something else, if you want to put it with the team total, if you want to put it with Madrid money line, whatever you want to pair, Rudiger shot with, I like it. I just don't like it enough. I'm not in love with laying minus 135 on a lot of things. But I think that is a very good number for his shot. Fetty shot on target, like I said, plus 200, completely disrespectful number. I am personally in love with Vinny to score assist. I'm willing to die on the Vinny assist hill. His standalone assist price at plus 350 is absolutely ridiculous. I think that's worth a sprinkle. You have Guler playing the 10 role where Bellingham would normally play. So I do see Guler getting involved. I can get behind his to score or assist. But Vinny's to score assist as a standalone is plus 110 on DK and plus 105 on FanDuel. I absolutely love it on FanDuel because it is the softer assist grading market, and you will get credit for assists for drawing a penalty, a little bit of a deflection, and if you slam it off the keeper and a rebound goes to somebody for a tap-in, that also is credited as an assist by FanDuel's house rules. So I went ahead and played Vinny Jr. to score or assist. I ended up playing it for a full unit. I used my boost on FanDuel, my 30% boost. I've been saving that in my back pocket. I really like using that on either Vinny to score or assist or on Fetty shot on target. I think you get tremendous value out of both of those plays. I already mentioned I like Madrid team total. I like Madrid on the money line. And this isn't just me being biased. Take a look at this Sociedad lineup. This back line's fucking trash. You have no Traore in there. You got Zubadilia, who's your captain, who is fine. You have Lopez over here on the right, who's not keeping pace with Diaz at all. This back line Swiss cheese without Traore, who's their anchor, and nobody's a Vinny stopper, but at least a better matchup for Vinny on this left-hand side. I think Sociedad's going to get worked, and nothing I've seen out of Sociedad recently inspires any faith that I have. So that said, I do want to jump back over to this one just to show you the proper formation. I definitely don't hate Geraldo Becker taking some shots over here on the right wing. Becker's been shooting a lot. He's been shooting early. He's been shooting often. He's been struggling to find the target, though. Sadiq is going to shoot as well. Kubo is usually more of a distributor. I really like his shot on target, and if somebody's going to score from the Sociedad squad, I think it's going to be Kubo because he's a former Madrid academy player. We still partially own his rights, a sell-on clause. I don't know if we still have the buyback clause on him. We might have waived that at the beginning of the season, but I know we still have a sell-on clause on him. Ex-Madrid academy kids love scoring against Madrid. They do it all the damn time. I can't emphasize that enough. If there's a goal from Sociedad, I believe it will involve Kubo. The other thing I would say is Zubamendi to take a shot is definitely worth a look. I don't have that price in front of me, but he normally does get in pretty decent position. No more Lenormand, so we don't have I have not yet identified somebody who loves jacking for chicks from the top of the box quite like Lenormand. For Sociedad, that may change, especially as this game goes on, because I will be fully dialed in here. The argument for both teams to score can absolutely be made. I can see minus 120 here for both teams to score if you want to play that as a straight. I really like Madrid on the Asian handicap. Madrid -1 sitting at +1 155. Also shop that number around. I think is really, really good. Minus 0.75 at plus 107. I'm not super into the half win / half loss market, but if that's your thing, I think that's a totally fair price. Madrid minus a half at minus 124. That's getting Madrid. That's kind of stealing on the money line, which is market price around minus 130, minus 140. So if you can still find that on the Asian handicap at minus 0.5, I think it's worth a sprinkle. But look, I'm obviously biased. I'm a Madrid fan. I'm in my Vinny kit right now. I like Madrid minus 1 for the value at plus 155 or longer. So yeah, that's where I'm at. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about Madrid, feel free to throw them in the chat. We're going to quickly jump over to the Bournemouth-Chelsea game. I haven't really looked at anything on the board in this one. My only lean on this midweek from when I did the show Wednesday and my show Friday is I do like both teams to score over 2.5 here. Chelsea just really struggles to keep clean sheets. Bournemouth is playing good football. I think Chelsea on the road at plus 105 definitely has value here. I think plus 100 is still good. Minus 105 is fine. I'm probably going to start laying off around like minus 115 though. So that would be where I go with this. I do like Jackson a lot. He did just get a contract extension. Chelsea has proved that they believe in Jackson. So I think he rewards Chelsea for that contract extension today. I would look at him to score, to put shots on target, and to take shots early. Same with Palmer. I don't hate Neto over here on the left wing. And Mataduke away scored a brace last game, or I think he had a hat trick actually. Was just absolutely lighting it up. So this front four of Chelsea is nasty. They play with reckless abandon. They're going to play dumb fast. And they're going to try and score a shit ton of goals. Sorry. A little heartburn there. My bad. Cucurella, he pushes up and gets forward. He's got great hair. I like him to shoot. I think he can put a shot on target here. He's also kind of a hack, so I don't hate him for a card either. Look, I'll live and die with the fact that Evan Nielsen hasn't been producing as expected yet, but the guy is an absolute stud from Porto. When he does get it figured out, it's going to look good. And this Bournemouth team is cheeky. And I really like what they can do. So I don't hate Evan Nielsen for a goal here at plus 200. I really like him for a shot on target. I think 2 shots full game and shot on target is a number you might be able to find some nice correlation on and get you a little advantage there. Terviner over there on the left wing also really likes to shoot, and so does Simonio. Number 24 over here on the right wing. We'll get into some first half shots numbers now. As we're talking about this, let me pull up my FanDuel really quickly because I know everybody's favorite bet is Cole Palmer. 2 or more shots in the first half. I absolutely do not blame you. It's always a good look. I am willing to die on the Evan Nielsen hill. He hasn't taken 2 in the first half yet, but he will here at some point once they can start getting him the ball early. He is pretty clinical. He has 2 shots on target in the first half. So if you want to go that route, I can totally get behind that. Cole Palmer sitting at minus 105. I think that's still perfectly playable for 2 shots in the first half on a guy who does it as frequently as Cole Palmer. Nicholas Jackson at plus 165, I think is a really good look. Simono is also plus 165. I don't hate it. I think that's definitely possible. Could be just a little bit short. Evan Nielsen at plus 175 is a little bit short, in my opinion, too. Terviner at plus 220 is where I was hoping to get Evan Nielsen. So it looks like the sportsbooks agree with me that Chelsea is kind of weak in the back and that this game is going to be really fast and really open-paced. Duque, anytime goal scorer is not a bad take. I definitely don't hate that. Let me see here what Duque is. Plus 260 over on FanDuel. I can absolutely get behind that at that number. I like it a lot less at plus 185 on places like BetMGM. So I would want at least plus 200 for Duque. Again, I know he went off last game away versus Wolves, so I can see that happening again. Bournemouth got their ass handed to them right before international break, and they went down 2-0 to Everton, who also went up 2-0 against Aston Villa. So look, maybe it's just an Everton thing that they're strong in the first half and then completely fall to shit. But you know, Bournemouth has shown that they're susceptible in the back too. So yeah, I think you can get multiple goal scorers out of this game. Like I said, I like both teams to score in over 2.5. I think Terraviner has some nice value for shots early. I think Duque actually, Duque, plus 250 for 2+ shots in the first half. I think that's a lot of value. And actually, if you wanted to go like Duque and Evan Nielsen, let's see, do they have him just for one? I'm not seeing him, which is a really, really dick move. There he is, 270. Yeah, so if you want to pair like Duque with Evan Nielsen, you're getting plus 117 there. If you want to pair like any of these guys from each team to take just a single shot in the first half, you're probably going to get to plus money. The only guy who's not going to get you there is Cole Palmer, sitting at like minus 470. That said, if you like people to get on target, I can see some shot. I can definitely see Cole Palmer shot on target first half, minus 115. Jackson shot on target first half, plus 130. Duque, 140. Evan Nielsen, plus 155. Terraviner, plus 220. I think that's a really nice price. So yeah, I think Terraviner is kind of the forgotten guy here, who definitely has value if you like first half stuff and you see an up and down open game. Quickly, let me check on the saves market just to see if anything stands out there. Chelsea's keeper Sanchez to make 3 or more saves at minus 150, I don't think is a bad look. I do think that Bournemouth puts about 5 or 6 shots on target. If you want to go up to 4 or more saves at plus 165, I don't completely hate that either. So that's kind of where I'm at there. Let's jump back over to the Real Madrid game. I'll just go over some first half stuff there that I could potentially be interested in or talked into. And then we'll, again, floor's open. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want me to look up, I'm here for it, and I'm here to help. So go ahead and throw them in the comments section. Appreciate you all for tuning in. I'm going to take this time to quickly remind you, please like and subscribe right here on YouTube. It costs you guys absolutely nothing. It is a massive help to me to help get some stuff done and help mitigate the cost of bringing you guys these free shows. Players to have 1 or more shots in the first half here in the Madrid game. So let me flip this back over. Again, as a reminder, that's the wrong lineup. That's the wrong lineup. This is the right lineup. Okay. As a reminder, this is the correct lineup for Madrid. This is the correct people on the pitch for Sociedad, but this is the correct formation. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Kubo to take a shot in the first half at minus 130, I think is completely disrespectful. I really like that. Fede Valverde to take a shot in the first half at plus 120, I think has value. I like him better to stand alone at a shot on target at plus 200, but I can see him taking a shot here in the first half at plus 120. The big boys who get involved on our corners and clearing balls from the back or from the edge of the 18-yard box, Militao at plus 175 to take a shot in the first half. I don't hate even a little bit. And Rudiger, our big man on set pieces, to take a shot in the first half at plus 210. I love that because if you have live shots markets, I didn't love Rudiger enough as a standalone to lay minus 135 juice, but what I do like doing is taking Rudiger to have a shot in the first half at plus 210. If it hits, I'm done. I'm out. I got my money. I'm good. If it doesn't hit, I'm going to get a similar or better number here in the second half. And Rudiger's not coming off the pitch, guys. We don't have any more backup center backs. Even like the kids are hurt. So Rudiger's not coming off this pitch. I like playing him to take a shot in the first half at plus 210. If he doesn't get it, double down at halftime. That's how I would avoid paying that sort of juice. Dani Carvajal, again, he's coming back from Spain international break. He's been big game Danny recently. He's been putting shots on target. He's been amazing. He's letting a couple of go here. I think, however, that he's going to be playing the ball forward to Brahim Diaz a lot. I think Brahim Diaz definitely has some value here, even though I always get burned on his first half stuff when he does start. I like Diaz. I think he's good. He is a walking turnover, though. This guy's going to turn the ball over a shit ton. He's like the same thing I used to criticize Lucas Vazquez about all the time is he doesn't dribble super well. He holds onto the ball too long and creates bad turnovers, especially in the offensive end. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully he is more focused on finishing over there in the right wing, and Guler's doing a lot more of the ball possession and moving it around in combination with Danny moving up the right wing, or Fede is doing it. But I like when Fede gets the ball, puts his head down and breaks lines because he's fast as fuck, and he's one of our better players. 2 or more shots in the first half. If you want to take Mbappe at minus 135, I cannot fault you there. It is a hefty amount of juice to pay, but it's Mbappe. I think he had 4 or 5 shots in the first half last match before international break. Vinny, I don't hate it at plus 155. I do like Guler's distribution skills. I do think that Vinny will be a little bit more focused on attacking. But again, the plethora of talent here for Vinny to distribute the ball is absolutely out of this world. I think he's just as good, has just as good chances to score as he does assist. That's why I'm on his to score assist. With Diaz and Guler starting, is Vinny assists still worth playing? That's a great question, and that's why I was just talking about Rafa Silva. I love that we're on the same page, so thank you very much for that question. I do think it is, because Diaz is just as good of a shooter as he is a passer. We know one-touch Fede is out there dropping bombs. We know Dani Carvajal likes to get forward. He can do it. We know Mbappe's there. We know Guler can shoot. We know Diaz can shoot. Hell, Modric, Rudiger, Militao, all those guys can shoot. There's just such a plethora of options here, and Vinny really is an unselfish player. And the thing about Vinny is he is fast as fuck. Our best attacks come when we get him long balls over the top that he can run onto. He beats everybody, and with men chasing him when he's getting to the touchline, they crowd him, and Vinny finds the outlet pass on the back post for somebody with a tap in. I don't care how many other great assist guys we have on the pitch. Vinny assist is a standalone at plus 350. Just, it doesn't feel right to me. He's got 2 assists out of 5 matches played. I know he hasn't done it the last 3 games. I know the offense for Madrid has struggled a bit, but I am willing to die on the hill that 350 is an outrageous price for a guy I've watched have a 20-plus dime season. 2 years ago and probably was well on track for it last year, except for he was out for 2.5 months with an injury coming back from Brazil. And I think people forget that when they shit talk Vinny's numbers for the Ballon d'Or. But anyway, I'm getting completely off topic there. Vinny's an absolute monster. I think there's a plethora of good finishers that he can get the ball to, and his style of play just being fast as fuck and us getting him balls over the top that he can run onto leads itself to two men collapsing on him when he gets towards the corner, the touchline, in the 18-yard box, leaving somebody open for a tap in off of a Vinny cross. So yes, I do think Vinny still has standalone value as an assist guy. I think he has value as a finisher today. That's why my heaviest player prop of the day is Vinny to score or assist. My second heaviest player prop of the day is Fede Valverde, shot on target at plus 200, because I think that's just a completely ignorant number. Again, for the Sociedad side, I like Kubo shot on target. I can definitely get involved with his to score assist number. I can see him scoring a goal because, again, ex-Madrid academy player. Becker's going to shoot. Sadiq's going to shoot. Find who you like the most to have volume there and go with that. I think this back line for Sociedad Swiss cheese, especially without Traore back there, they're going to have a hard time. Madrid team total over 1.5. I took that Wednesday. I doubled down on it with a better number today. I'm not worried about it. 2 or more shots in the first half. If you want to get involved with Sadiq at plus 210, that's fine. Guler at plus 250, that's good. Geraldo Becker at plus 270, I think is great. But Brahim Diaz at plus 270, again, all these numbers, these are long shots for a reason. And somebody mentioned earlier, looking at Fede at plus 750. I don't hate a cup of coffee on that. A little $5 holler on Fede to shoot it twice ain't a bad look. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm going to get a little bit involved in this Chelsea match. I like Jackson for a shot on target. I like his to score assist. I like Cole Palmer. I like Chelsea on the money line. I like both teams to score over 2.5 here. I like Evan Nielsen for a shot on target in the first half. I like Simoino. I don't know. I'm going to get that name wrong like 9 different ways today. Number 24 over here on Bournemouth to have 2 or more shots in the first half. I think Terviner is has a lot of value playing left wing. They don't love the ball moving up his side nearly as much, which is fine. And it hasn't been the trend the first 3 weeks, but that number's starting to creep up in it has too much value thing. Let me check what both teams to score over 2.5 is real quick here before I start to wrap things up, because it was like minus 160, which I hated as a standalone, but it was like my only strong lean in this game. I don't love going over 3.5 here, but I'm not going to try and deter you out of it. Yeah, so both teams to score over 2.5 moved down to minus 180. That's a completely trash number. You're going to have to get involved with over 3.5 here. English Premier League completely fucking overvalues their goals. Everybody who says there's no goals in Spain, look at this morning, boys. All of the lines for fucking EPL were jacked up. That like EPL just completely overvalues the fact that they think they play fast and score goals. You don't play that much faster, better brand of football. And in fact, I think Spain and Italy are both better than you. That's a conversation for another day. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I am Burrow77. Please hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. It helps me out tremendously. It costs you guys absolutely nothing. I apologize for my stumble with the lineups. Be sure to check out the links in the description for my Discord. Real quick before we get out of here, I will show you guys one more time. I did this in the morning. Discord is the only place you guys are going to find my shots on target, or my first half shots spreadsheets. I do want to show you what they look like. So I'll pull up Madrid's data really quickly and share it with you. Share my screen here. First half shot data. There it is, La Liga. So you guys can see here, I share these every single match week. I update them usually on Mondays when the match week finishes, when we have midweek stuff, blah, blah, blah. That changes. Let me zoom in just a little bit more so you can have a shot at seeing it. I track all the first half shots, the players who take them, whether or not they're goals, whether or not they hit the woodwork, whether or not they're shots on target, or whether or not they're just shots. All this data comes included in the Discord subscription. So if you like data that you can't find a lot of other places on the internet and you don't want to track it yourself, I got it for you. So anyway, that is that. Wanted to share that before we get out here. Again, links to join the Discords are down here in the description. Would very much appreciate the support. You can check out tftdrip.com, get you some Burr Oaks merch. We got hats, shirts, shorts, sweatpants, the whole 9 yards. With fall coming up, I do got to make some new shit for that. Be sure to tune in on Wednesdays to catch me with my boy, A Young Leg, and then follow on social media. That's the whole deal. Yeah, so appreciate you guys for bearing with me while I got some stuff sorted. And Hala Madrid, let's get this money. Let's get this bag. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to run that outro. Oaks out. Deuces. We outside.